Well, now they've gone and done it. 800,000 people have had their CRA accounts locked up on purpose by the CRA. And for my American friends, the CRA is a Canadian Revenue Agency, like your IRS. And why is this important? Well, they're saying that due to some suspicious occurrences, they were forced to lock out 800,000 people because the accounts appeared that they may have been compromised. But it's not a breach, which is very interesting to me, and that's the point of this video. If it's not a breach, how did this information get out in the wild? How was there 800,000 accounts that were actually impacted? I was actually even one of them. I'm included in it. I got my email. So there's a couple of takeaways here. So first, if you are living in Canada, be very, very suspicious of any email that you get talking about the Canadian Revenue Agency and the lockout and your account being locked, and click this link and go here and do this. Because guess what? It's in the news. It's getting talked about a lot, which means the bad guys, the shady people, the bad actors are going to take this talking point and use it to their advantage. They're actually going to try to use this to try to further scam people and make some money, do some bad things. And you know, what an opportunity, because it's top of mind. We're thinking about it. Okay, now let's back up to the CRA, okay? So they're saying, hey, we had to lock these accounts because there's some suspicious going-ons, but don't worry, it's not a data breach. But how'd the information get out there? So they're saying their systems haven't been compromised currently. Okay, it's not because of a current data breach. It's kind of got me thinking it's got to be one of a couple of things. Now, I don't have any insider information. I can't say this is it for sure, but if I was a betting man, I would say this is a result of a previous data breach, and the information has just recently been dumped on the dark web. And that's how the CRA found out about this leaked information. That's my guess, okay? As I said, I don't have any insider information, but based on what we've been seeing occurring in the cybersecurity space and in the dark web, and if you don't know what the dark web is, I've talked about it in different videos, so you can go back and watch those. But the short version is, it's the crime university where the bad people and shady people can go and share ideas and concepts and figure out how to steal stuff from you, or the CRA in this case. It's also where the illegal activity is occurring. Okay, they're buying and selling people's stolen information and credit cards. If you can think of something illegal, it can be found on the dark web. Narcotics, drugs, guns, murder for hire. Yes, I'm being very serious. Yes, it actually happens there. No, you should not go visit the dark web, because now there's even a thing. There's groups that are purposely prying on what they will call noobs, new people, and try to scam you there. So it's not a place that people should just go, oh, this dark web sounds so interesting, I should go check it out. Don't do it. Not worth it. It's not a good place. It'd be kind of like saying, hey, in the old days in the physical world, we're going to cross to the red light district, or we're going to cross to the other side of tracks to see what life's like over there. It wasn't good for your personal physical security in many of those situations, and it's not good for your digital security. And nowadays, I'll tell you, anytime that I've taken a computer system to go to the dark web and take a look around or show it to people, I don't take an actual working computer. I use a virtual machine that is set up just to go there, because even though I consider myself a good tech, okay, the truth be out told, there are guys and gals out there way smarter than I am. And the only way to deal with that is you go in, you do what you need to do, you take a look and go, hey, this is what you can find. And then I delete the virtual machine so that there's no traces and nothing get back to me. Now, maybe that's going to change again in the future. Maybe I'm putting this out there and there's already somebody working on an exploit or a way into that virtual machine to then get to my real machine. It's crazy. It's hard to turn it off. You start getting a little bit paranoid about what, maybe paranoid is too strong a term, but once you get aware of that there's people out there purposely just trying to do this kind of stuff, you start thinking about what's your exposure, what's your risks. Okay, so CRA says, okay, 800,000 people, there's some suspicious, shady activity going on here. Your account's locked. I've actually seen the actual email that the CRA has sent out. The real email message tells you what's occurred. It tells you where you can go to find out more information and how to go through the process to get your account unlocked or to get back into it. It does give website information, but well done, CRA. I will congratulate them on the fact they didn't put any actual hyperlinks in the email saying click here. And why is this important? Because there's a lot of guys like me in the security space that say don't click hyperlinks. So it would be kind of bad form if you're saying, hey, we've got all these accounts that have been hacked. Go here, click this link. That's what the bad guys are going to be doing, and they know that. Large organizations, and hopefully some smaller ones too, are starting to wise up to some of the tactics that the bad people and the shady people are using, and they're trying to avoid that. So I'm going to give kudos where kudos are due. Thank you for not including hyperlinks to click on them. You've given the information, and now you got to go type it in and actually go to the website and follow the advice. That's good. But be aware. I guess really the main point of my section today is be aware. The bad guys see the headlines, know what's happening, and they will use it to their advantage. It's just a matter of time that we're going to start seeing a bunch of fake scams in Canada around the CRA locked accounts. It's on the news. It's going to be in your email. The phone calls are going to start coming. Be alert for that. Hi, I'm calling from the CRA. Your account's been locked, but hey, I'm here to help you. They're not calling. Okay? They're not going to walk you through getting back into your account, but the scammers will call you and try to get more of your private information so they can pretend to be you. So be watchful for that. Be looking for those fake emails. They're coming. I guarantee you. And avoid those. If you don't know how to deal with the situation, look up the CRA website, actually call them. They'll authenticate, and you can get through that way as well. So, best of luck. If you're part of the 800,000 as I am, best of luck to you getting back into your accounts. You know, it's tax season time. Do you think it's a coincidence that the bad guys dump this information, as I suspect, on the dark web to generate more revenue because it's tax time and there's more value to these accounts now? Naturally, good business sense. And folks, when we're talking about cyber criminals and hackers and scammers and shady people, you got to remember it's all about a business, and the business is to scam you out of your money.